Hi, how's it going? Okay, real quick, I wanted to tell you about this thing that I can't remember what creator I heard it from, but it's been a game changer, and that is closing loops. Let me explain. So, when you leave a task unfinished, or you have this thing that you're wanting to do that's just kind of zipping around in the back of your mind, you can kind of consider that as an open loop. And the more open loops you have, the more brain capacity it takes, and the more overwhelming everything feels because you feel like you have a lot of things on your plate in progress. It's like open loops, you can think of it like open tabs on your computer, right? The more open windows and tabs you have on your computer, the slower it's going to get. I'm a person who doesn't like to close my tabs on the internet, which, some days I work on that. Other days it is what it is. But, sometimes I'll have 5 different windows with 10 to 15 tabs each, and, that whole music playing in one, and you can't figure out where it's coming from because there's so many. So when I started practicing closing those loops, closing those tabs, closing those open circuits, my brain gets a little rush of dopamine because it's like, woohoo, you finished the thing, you are a success. That's how I try to think anyway. I tend to try and be proud of myself, but that's a whole other thing. But the more of those things I close, it's like the more energy and capacity I'm given back because I have less things on the go. And you can't always close everything, but sometimes taking that one step that you can take now and just writing down the other things helps. And things that can be considered open loops, having a stack of dishes in the sink, because it's that thing in your mind that you're dreading that you have to do, even though you have to do it every single day. But that could be one thing. That appointment you're needing to book, that doctor you're needing to call, that email you need to send, the task you want to accomplish, that thing that's holding you back. The more of those little pieces you can close, the more loops you can close, the more capacity, the more spoons you're giving yourself back. And it's not to say that's going to help every time, but sometimes even finding 1 or 2 little tiny loops that you can close will give you just enough energy and momentum to keep going. And another thing that this pairs really well with is the dancing for dopamine. So that's another video I have talked about. I will link it somewhere or other. But when I give myself dopamine, and then B, use that dopamine to close loops, it's like a double boost of woohoo, I can do the things, and it makes me feel more confident in myself. It makes me feel less stressed and like I'm able to actually move through things better. So to the creator who I heard this from, I'm so sorry, I forget where it was. It was a reel that I think I passed by quite a while ago. But the closing of these loops, it was a big game changer. So, try it, see what happens.